Welcome to Codex, History of Video Games. I'm Mike Coletta.
And I'm Tyler Osby.
And Delilah the cat's here too, and you're probably going to hear, and I'm not going to edit it out.
Good.
All right.
We should get her own microphone at some point.
We should give her own microphone, but it would be so loud.
Yeah,
I'd have
that's
to
true.
turn it down because she's really making a lot of noise today as a podcast producer. But I'm excited about today. We're coming back to tier list. We haven't done a tier list since December of 2024.
Dang, so over a year, almost a year and a half
well
since we've
over
done
a
a tier
year,
list.
yeah.
Okay, all right, we're due for a tier list.
Delilah agrees. We're due for a tier list. So here's
This
what
was
we're
her
going to do
idea,
today.
actually.
This was her idea, actually. Yeah. She wanted us to tier list canned food, but we decided to do first person shooters instead. That was her second idea. So we're going to do the first person shooter tier list. And what we're basing this on is actually the top metascores of first person shooters. And it's kind of wild because the ones that are ranked, you wouldn't really think about. So what I'm going to do, I think this is how we're going to do it, Tyler. You and I rank it. And then after we rank it, I'm going to say what the Metacritic ranking is.
That's a
Does
good
that
idea.
work?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I think that's a good.
So what we've done is our list that we are picking from is a modified top 20 from Metacritic.
Yeah, we took some out.
There's
We took some
we know
games
some
out
that we haven't played or whatever.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna tell you right now what we took out, so that way there's no thinking we're trying to like bamboozle people. We took out Half-Life Alyx because we both haven't played that game.
Too bad.
We took out Metroid Prime 2, and we took out Medal of Honor, Allied Assault, and that's it.
It's just because we don't have enough experience to be able to rank them. So now we are going to rank them within that group, but based on our feelings and what we love. So we have our tier list goes from like S to D, I think. That doesn't mean D games are bad, right?
No, it just
These
means
are
that
all great
to
Metacritic
us,
games.
they're not as good as the ones that we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this, right?
Yep,
It's
we're just
clickbait,
ranking them
baby.
relative. Yeah, just ranking them relative to each other based on our feelings. And if you disagree, you're wrong.
Yeah, that's right. You are wrong if you disagree, and we're going to judge you.
Yeah.
That's how this works.
Mhm.
Well, do we want to start with a famous one? Let's start with a famous one. Let's start with the original Halo. Halo Combat Evolved.
Dang, you're kicking it off with a good one. I really feel like you gotta. Well, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
I think we should put this in the B tier because it's a starting rating. Is that crazy?
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, I love Combat Evolved. The Truth and Reconciliation. Okay.
Okay. I was gonna say
Silent Cartographer. All these are good. All these levels are bangers. Multiplayer, Hang 'em High.
Yeah.
I love Hang 'em High.
Yeah. I was gonna say A tier just because I know there are games better than it, but it is higher on the list. But B tier is a bold start, and I'm here for it.
Okay, so B tier is where we're putting this. Do you want to know where Metacritic put Halo Combat Evolved?
Yes.
Number 3. It has a 97 Metascore.
I mean, it is a good game.
But I already disagree with this list based on you can insinuate other Halo games
Mm-hmm.
in here as well, right? So, okay, so that's our first one. What are you feeling? Do you want to go popular for the second pick, or do you want to go kind of more obscure?
Let's go a little bit more obscure.
Okay.
I can't
So
see the list, by the way. Just so
Yeah,
you know.
Tyler can't see it. So we're going to do, well, this is one that's obscure to me, but you are much more familiar with it than I am, and that is Quake 3 Arena.
Okay.
I'm putting it right there in the B tier right next to Halo, but where do you want to put it?
It's tough, and we're going to be sort of figuring out our rubric as we go, I think, because I think if you play it today, it's fine. It's like it does what it says on the box. It's not particularly noteworthy today, like as a game. It doesn't, I don't want to say it hasn't aged well, but yeah, it goes lower. But if you want to rank this based on importance, how important was this game? It goes way higher because not just because it really pioneered this arena shooter genre along with Unreal Tournament, but also the Quake 3 Arena engine, the id Tech engine powered stuff for a long time. Like Star Wars games ran on it. The Call of Duty games ran on it, still do if you, depending on how well you define, engine stuff. So it's very important from that angle and very important from a gameplay perspective in terms of like setting the baseline of what the genre is. But it doesn't hold up as well today. It's like Seinfeld isn't funny, because they made all the jokes. Like, it was funny. It was like awesome back in the day, and I think still holds up. But like some people will say, well, it's just full of like cliches, and like, well, yeah, because it invented the cliches. I think Quake 3 invented the cliches.
Well, I think importance, to your point, is a good metric, but I also think playability today should be counted as well.
I think it's still fun. Like if you put this in front of people and said, "Hey, go play this," I don't think they would be like, "This game is dumb." It would just be like, it just doesn't have the hooks that other games have today.
Was it multiplayer only?
Yes.
Oh, see, for that reason alone, I want to put it in the C tier. Is that rude? Am I being rude? Do you agree with C
do you
tier?
think to be considered a good first person shooter, it needs to contain a good campaign?
That's my personal metric.
Okay.
As far as something I look for when I'm playing a first person shooter, like I want some story.
This game has none of that. No story at all.
No story. If it was my call, I'd put it in the D tier.
All right, we'll put it in the C tier then. All right, if that is among the criteria, I don't know, man. There's going to be some legendary FPS games that are just not very high because of that. Like Unreal Tournament has no story. It's got.
I think. Well, do you want to do that one right now?
Sure.
Because you just said it.
Sure.
I think Unreal Tournament's like.
And this is 2004 specifically, or
based on the Unreal Tournament that you and I played.
Okay.
That's this one, right?
Yeah.
This is the one that had that crazy level with like the ship.
The assault game mode's so cool.
Yeah, and that makes it better for me. But I mean, it doesn't have a story. I would say that it doesn't feel. Now I'm tearing about my own stuff here because I've been playing Marathon, and the new Marathon.
Yeah.
Multiplayer only. Story is wrapped up in it, but it's very much you got to go looking for it and watch and read stuff.
Yeah,
right?
there's more of a story in Marathon than I would say in Unreal Tournament. I mean, Unreal Tournament has like a scaffolding of a story that's like, it's like Mortal Kombat, where it's like we gathered the best people from around the whatever, and now they have to fight for their lives, and like that kind of thing.
That's a really good narrator voice you just did.
Thanks.
By the way.
Thanks, but it's like,
here's what I would say though. If it was between Halo and Unreal Tournament 2004, I would push Unreal Tournament 2004 in front of a moving train before I touch Halo.
Oh man, that's harder for me because I have a lot of nostalgia for Unreal Tournament. All of Unreal Tournament and Unreal Tournament 2004, both of them have a lot of nostalgia. They are among the PC games that made me a PC gamer too, because these are like very clearly PC games. I know Unreal had like there's a PS2 version of Unreal Tournament and a Dreamcast version, and there was a Xbox version of Unreal called Unreal Championship that was just Unreal Tournament 2003. So like I know they came out on consoles, but like these are PC games, and they are among the games that made me a PC gamer, and so I have a lot of like nostalgia and reverence for these games, especially 2004. I love the Onslaught game mode. I think nothing comes close to that in modern FPS games. I think the Assault game mode is so cool, and
that's what you showed me, and I really liked that.
Yeah,
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, man, Onslaught I think would be a fun thing to watch in like an esports context of like people who in a well-designed map on people who are like really using teamwork and like communicating and playing at the top of their game. I think Onslaught would be awesome, but yeah, but that's the nostalgia that I have for it, I suppose. I don't know how well it holds up today.
Well, we could put it in the B tier if you want. I forgot that with these tier lists, people want us to have separate tier lists so we can fight, but I think it's more fun for us to compromise.
To fight over where they go. Yeah.
To fight over where they go, and we make a list together.
Do you want to? I want to put it in the A tier. Can we please put it in the A tier?
We'll put it in the A tier. All right.
Okay. Maybe, and I reserve the right to.
We'll shuffle
things around as this becomes more clear to us. It is about us finding out as well. We have not talked about this ahead of time. We don't know where, like, we haven't tier listed this ahead of time. We are figuring it out live in front of you now, live to tape.
I'm gonna bring one up here.
Okay.
Solely to say I know why it's important, but I think it should go in the D tier. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Medal of Honor.
Whoo! The original Medal of Honor. The Steven Spielberg Medal of Honor.
The Steven Spielberg's Medal of Honor.
Wow.
Like, I don't think I get it. But as far as a game goes, like, I remember going back to these like 3 or 4 years ago and just like, I'm going to play, because I think it was for the podcast. I'm like, what if I played through all the Medal of Honor games? And I started with the first one and I'm like, this did not age well. Like, it's hard.
It's a PlayStation game, right? Like, It's
a PlayStation game. It's also, you're like, very much dependent on getting like health pickups to keep going. It's like one of those games where if you get stuck, you're just kind of stuck because you didn't do it right. And it's unforgiving in that way. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad game, but I think compared to all these other ones, it's not very good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was PlayStation exclusive, not even a PC game. Allied Assault was a big PC game because I think it was exclusive to PC and it was used
Oh
for
my
benchmarks
gosh.
for a long time.
Tyler, I just forgot to say where they all were on Metacritic. Let me do that real
Oh
quick.
yeah, yeah.
So Quake 3 Arena is number 18.
Okay.
It's a 93 Metascore. And then Unreal Tournament 2004 is actually right before it at 17 with a 93 Metascore. The original Medal of Honor, this one is number 19 with a 92 Metascore. So I
Okay.
agree with Metacritic's assumption that it's down at the bottom of this list.
Yeah,
So,
I also
and we're
agree.
going off of reviewer Metascore.
Right.
We're not going off our users.
Right.
This is
Well,
reviewer Metascores.
it's important to note too that like the review Metascore is going to be a product of its time, right? These are ranked on the Metacritic list. They're ranked solely in terms of like number, right? There is no subjectivity at all. It's just how well this thing was reviewed, and games get reviewed in their own time, right? So where it is on this list doesn't necessarily mean better or worse, right?
For sure.
Because yeah, it's hard to say. Like the original Medal of Honor is a 92 now, but or 92 when it came out. If it came out today, it would not be a 92, right?
Yeah. But I think do you agree that Medal of Honor is D tier? Am I okay there?
Yeah, I think you're okay there. I have not spent any time with the original Medal of Honor. I've spent very little time with like Allied Assault. That's another Quake 3 arena game. Ran on the Quake 3 engine. Medal of Honor Allied Assault. It was used in benchmarks a lot back in the day for PC gaming. Like there was like how many
much
frames
like
per
another
second?
game on this list. Hint, hint, hint.
Quake 3?
Ooh. No, another one.
Oh,
Ooh. Do we do that one right now?
Sure.
Ooh. Crisis.
That's an A-tier game, baby. I freaking love Crisis.
You love Crisis?
I
I've never
love
played
it.
Crisis. Have we done Crisis? Have we talked about Crisis?
I don't know. That's a good question because I
Hold
have
on.
played all of them. I even played the Warhead expansion for the first game, which I thought was a very fun and good story game. It's very short, but I really liked it.
All right, I'm going into our old episodes here. This is unplanned.
I would be surprised if we haven't talked about Crisis. The first Crisis was
Well, there was a episode 106 called Our PC Gaming History where you definitely talked about Crisis.
Oh yeah, okay. And I did a history of Crytek, I think, didn't I? Or it was no, it was had more to do with Time Splitters. It was like Free Radical, I think. I want to say it came up in another episode that we did, but
maybe
I love Crisis, especially as it was a PC benchmark back in the day. It did come out on 360 eventually as like Crisis Classic or something, but a remastered version of it. It was not super well reviewed when it first came out. Some of the gameplay stuff was like kind of weird. I think they did sort of a definitive edition of it later that streamlined a lot of gameplay stuff that made it a lot better. But it was so cool because it still looks good today. I mean, it's one of the few games that was like we're going for photorealism here, and usually those games don't hold up 20 years later. Crisis still holds up, I think, and the physics are still really, really good. I mean, you punching a tree with your super strength suit and then watching it break where you punched it and fall over, still cool. Like games still don't do that. It's still cool to me.
Okay, we got a Crisis defense here.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what we got.
Oh yeah, and the way they present scenarios to you, with like, okay, so you like get your binoculars out and you can like scope out the scene and like see where all the people are, and then you can choose to tackle it differently every time. And it kind of felt like sort of like an open world. I don't think it was technically, but it was. I don't know. I think it was really, really cool, and a little bit of a downgrade when Crisis 2 came out because it became much more of a like Call of Duty, but with the Crisis suit, where it was like a much more linear. It took place like in the city. I think they really wanted it to be a console game, and so they like a lot of the like sort of semi-open world stuff kind of got scaled down quite a bit. And Crisis 3 opened up a little bit more, but I think nothing ever really quite came to the same scale as the original Crisis, and it's still cool. And it's still like the joke is still, does it play Crisis?
Well, I think you're going to be mad at Metacritic because this is one of the ones we pulled from over 20. This was number 22 on their list.
I understand.
91 Metascore.
I understand. First of all, 91 is still stellar, still great, still a great game. Anything on this list is a great game. I do think that is probably an artifact of the time because it did not run very well on PCs of the day, and that was like, because that was the joke, was because it looked so good that it like the PC that can run it doesn't exist yet. And also, like I said, the gameplay was not. If you play it now, fully up to date, you get a better gameplay experience than you would have if you had bought that game on launch. And there were a lot of people who reviewed that game on launch that were like, this gameplay stuff, just like the way the suits worked. And like, I can't remember specifics, but like there were just ways that it worked that were just not intuitive and not very fun. And they fixed that stuff later in later releases of the game.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that original score is probably based on the original release of this game. And understandable that it would get dinged a little bit for that stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to think about what game it should be next here, and I think I'm gonna go with BioShock.
Ooh,
Where should BioShock go on here?
That might be our first S tier, dude.
It might be. I think the first BioShock is an S tier in my mind. It was so fun. I love it. I'll still go back and play it.
Yeah, it is a beautiful game. It definitely, they made artistic choices with the art style that worked out very well for it. I think it still holds up pretty well to this day. And the story, dude, it's hard to beat.
Mm-hmm. So I would kindly put it in the S tier.
Would you kindly put it in the S tier?
I will. And also, I should tell you that for Metacritic, they gave it a metascore of 96, and it's number 5.
Okay, that's a solid game. Yeah, BioShock is I love that game.
I do too.
I played through it multiple times.
I have as well. It's amazing. I'm actually gonna do. I kind of want to just jump right into it because we just picked it. What do you think about Infinite?
I liked Infinite more than the original. I understand people's criticisms of it and why they may like the original better. I get it. I still liked Infinite better. I think the whole multiverse angle was like very cool and like a very like one of those moments where you see like a twist in something and you like your head explodes. And other people were like, "This is dumb. I hate this twist." And I understand. It was a little over top. What do you think?
I don't think it's S. I think it's A.
Okay,
that's how I feel about it.
All right, I'll give you that
because I think BioShock Original is a mood. Okay, it's got the vibe. It's got this dystopian underwater city thing going on. The hook of BioShock Infinite with like the songbird and the city in the sky was cool, but it just didn't hit as much to me. But it does have one of the it has some amazing moments.
Mm-hmm.
Like the barbershop quartet singing Beach Boys,
mm-hmm.
and like you're walking around the city, and like the moment when you realize what's going on and they like say you're the bad guy, you know, when you're in the city and you get identified. It's got some cool stuff. I like the twist also, but I don't think it deserves S.
Okay. I did like the Burial at Sea DLC for it as well.
That was really good too.
Because like they really connected between BioShock and Infinite.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was really cool. So also BioShock Infinite was number 13 on the list with a 94 metascore.
Okay. All right.
Just so you know.
It's BioShock 2? So, it's not in there, is it? I think BioShock 2 is underrated.
I think BioShock 2 is also underrated. And I talk about it on the podcast, I feel like, every other day. But Minerva's Den is one of the best DLCs of any game ever made, I think.
I agree.
So, all right. Let's switch it up. Let's switch it up and go to a classic, I believe. A classic one for the squad here. And that is, I want to go with this one. So, wait. So is this the, hold on a second. I just realized. Wow. We actually have 2 of the same game. I made an error.
Oh, no.
Ready? So
Will we rank
both
them
Metroid,
separately?
I think we should rank them together and talk about it. But Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime Remastered are both in the top. So, like, I think they should be the same.
I agree. Where they sit on like the tier list, like the better way to play it is the remastered version. That's a better way to play it, but I don't think that changes where we put it on the list.
And as someone who played this very recently, like I would say like a year or 2 ago, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't think it lived up to the hype in my head. That's how
was that the first time you had played it?
Yes.
Okay.
I never played the GameCube version. So as someone coming into it later, it never hit me as hard. And I understand for the people that love GameCube, it probably hit them way better.
Yeah. Right. I played it when I was like 13, I think, and it hit really hard. Like it was awesome. The music, like it was just The whole thing was a vibe. All the different biomes. Yeah, but if you want to do it, like, if we put a B tier, I'm fine with that. To put it on the same level as the original Halo is okay with me.
Okay, let's do it. Let's put it on the original Halo. Let's do it there.
Uh,
That's fine with me.
yeah, I love it. And remastered is just a better version of it. People didn't love the controls of the original Metroid Prime, although Halo had only come out like a year before that and hadn't quite solidified the dual stick way of playing. People didn't love the way that Metroid Prime controlled with the like L targeting sort of thing, the lock on stuff. I think it works really well for that game when you think of it as a first person adventure game and not as a first person shooter. Like, the point is not to be able to aim well in that game. Like, that's not a skill that they're really testing.
Mm-hmm.
And so the lock on stuff doesn't bother me. But if you play the remastered version, you get controls that make sense and also the lock on stuff. So
Yeah. I also just realized I missed one, so we're gonna add another game in here.
okay.
So that's good that I double checked that. So cool. All right, I just threw another game on the list. Secret game. In fact, do I want to talk about these right now? No, let's just do a little classic.
Okay.
A little classic PC gaming. You ready?
Yes.
The original Half-Life.
Oh man, that's gotta be, well, I would say S tier, except for I want to put Half-Life 2 above it. So maybe it's an A tier game.
That's what I was thinking too. But I honestly, I kind of want to be harsh with it because the original Zen stuff in the original Half-Life is not great.
No.
Like, it really is not.
It does
great.
kind of fall apart there.
But all the stuff at the actual, like, in Black Mesa is really good.
Yeah. And thinking about it when it came out too, the seamlessness of the entire game, how the loading screens, like, it had loading screens, but you were never like, mission's over, next mission. It was just like, we hit the point where we have to load in more map. That's all. Because you go from start to finish, it like, you never really stop, which is really cool. The game has no cutscenes. All events are just watched from your perspective, and you are in full control the whole time. I don't think there are any moments where you're not.
Yeah,
Really?
you're just watching everything, like, a story-wise. By the way, I forgot to say that Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime Remastered have different spots. So Metroid Prime got number 2 on the Metacritic list with a 97, and then Metroid Prime Remastered got a 94.
Okay.
So they're in 10th place. So over the remaster got lower than Metroid Prime's original score, but I wonder if that's a sign of the times.
Yeah, I think it's just games had moved on beyond that, and it was like,
yeah,
it didn't blow anybody's minds to play the game they've already played again.
exactly. It's kind of actually harder for it to probably get up that high.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth even considering them separately. It's just like when somebody says, "How do I play it?" You say, "Yeah, I get the remastered version." That's
so are you cool with just leaving Half-Life in the B tier?
Yeah, it was very important to PC gaming. It was it was a PC exclusive that really felt like this was something different. I mean, I guess it came out on PS2, and it did have a completed Dreamcast version that never came out, but you can find it online.
I mean, I think it should be in B tier.
Okay.
I feel too mean putting it in C tier.
Yeah, when we're not thinking about mods either, like Counter-Strike came from Half-Life. Yeah.
No, we're not thinking about mods. We're thinking about Half-Life as is in the box when you're playing it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm fine with B tier on that.
Okay. You want to just jump into Half-Life 2 because we just talked about it, and it's S tier. Like, that's not an argument for either one of us.
Yep.
I think
no notes. Game is amazing. And
just the vibes, the gravity gun, Ravenholm, the whole sequence of Ravenholm, like, everything about it is just good.
Yep.
Even the antlions.
And that part is fun too, because you can find like clever ways to not step on the sand.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like a puzzle.
Yeah. There were a lot of physics puzzles in that game that were really cool because the physics engine was like pretty groundbreaking at the time. And it was like, oh, this is not just a cool way to see bodies ragdoll when they die. It's like, you actually need to use these physics to progress in the game, which was really cool. Like, there's some cool puzzles where like you have to raise a ramp up so that your jet ski can go off of it, but you have to like put the barrels underneath it so they float up underneath it. So
yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, and it's like
a really fun puzzle.
Looking back on it, I'm like, oh, that is very clear to me now that was like the intended way you were to solve this puzzle. But when I did it when I was like 14 years old, I thought I was breaking the game. I was like, there's no, like, I'm so smart for figuring this out I'm breaking the game right now. I felt so smart. I'm like, well, now I'm like, yeah, clearly that was the actual thing, but the game is made in such a way that you feel so smart when you figure out like a way to use physics to your advantage, which is so cool. That's like just such a good way to design a game so that like the player feels like they're getting one over on you, you know?
For sure. And Half-Life 2 is number 4 on Metacritic's list with a 96.
Yeah.
So, all right. This one is going to be, we've already had an argument about this one before. And when I said an argument, I would mean a discussion, you and I.
Okay.
Because we both disagree on GoldenEye.
Oh.
I think GoldenEye is good, and you're like, it doesn't hold up.
Nope. GoldenEye is not a good game.
Yeah. And so, like, I'm okay with C tier. I think it's a little rude to put it in D tier. Are you a D tier for GoldenEye, you think?
I'll keep C tier. A lot of my reservations with GoldenEye are performance based too, where it's like, cool, you can play with 4 players if you like single digit frame rates. And
dude, there's nothing funnier to me than getting that Goldfinger mod on a cartridge and realizing how bad the draw distance is on an N64.
Yeah.
You can't see in front of you in these like large outdoor settings, so you can't tell where you're going.
Yeah, this game holds up better on the 360 remake that never got released, but that you can find places online. It holds up. From what I've watched the videos on YouTube, because I would never pirate a game, but it seems to hold up better than the original does.
This game, Metacritic, got a number 6 with a 96, same as Half-Life 2 and BioShock.
It is not on the level of those games, even if you you look at them in the context of when they were released. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You don't agree? Well, let's go for another old game. Let's go for the original Call of Duty. The first Call of Duty.
I want to say recently played this game. It was like 6 years ago now that I recently played this game.
But you played all of the Call of Duty games then?
Yes, I have played through. I played up through Black Ops 2. No, I played Ghosts, and then was it Black Ops 3? Was that the one after?
The hated Ghosts.
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was fine.
And I think I played Advanced Warfare. That's the Kevin Spacey one.
Yeah, that did not age well. Oof.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the game is fine. Kevin Spacey in anything doesn't age well.
No. Didn't it also have Marshawn Lynch in it too? I think it had both Kevin Spacey and Marshawn Lynch.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Because Marshawn Lynch is definitely in a Call of Duty game.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on.
Well, Black Ops 3 is the one that I am on now that I have yet to start. So I have played every Call of Duty before that, and then a couple of them after that. Like I played World War II. So yeah, let's see. When
he was in Black Ops 3. Marshawn Lynch was in Black Ops 3.
I don't recall. Yeah, that game came out in 2015.
But the original Call of Duty, does it have Medal of Honor syndrome, do you think? Does it not play as well? Is it not a fun game to play in the year 2026?
It does have the same problem that you described. That is, you got to pick up health packs. I don't remember being that difficult though.
Do you think it's better? Do you think it's a C or do you think it's a B?
I was gonna put it in the A tier. Because I think I think like vibes wise, when you play this, you put your headphones on and you like lock in on a mouse and keyboard. Like I think it feels pretty good. It holds up. I mean, graphics are old and there's a lot of like things that feel old about it, but I think just atmosphere wise and like what they were going for, I think they nailed it. I think Call of Duty 2 is even better. But the first one, I think they really did a good job with that. I think that's why that one resonates so much.
Okay, well, this Call of Duty, by the way, if you're curious. I'm looking up where it is on here. I believe it is one of the ones we brought up because it wasn't as popular yet. So this one is number 27 on the list, and it's 91 Metacritic score.
That's where the original Call of Duty is?
For the original Call of Duty is number 27 with a 91. And you'll notice that a lot of these have the same score because again, we're talking about ones that are a difference by a point.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. And again, anything in the like top 100 on Metacritic is a good game, right?
Yeah, so, looking at all these, they're all good games.
Yeah, so I'm not out here being like these games suck. It's just it's just not interesting to talk about bad games, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, unless we did a whole episode on a bad game and why it's bad. Like I've thought about doing Superman 64 and I'm just kind of like this game has been like made fun of and criticized so much that is it even worth doing an episode on this anymore? I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, but also, we're going to miss a big first-person shooter that's S tier to me. We're going to miss Titanfall 2, which is one of the best campaigns. Do you think so? Do you think we can do it?
Yeah.
It's not even close in the top 20, though.
That's fine. Like, I think the Metacritic stuff is just for us to get started, just to have like a list of stuff to choose from. If you want to throw something else in there because you think it's
All
missing,
right.
then do so.
All right. So we'll just talk about it right now. Titanfall 2 is an 89 on Metacritic, and it's number 38 on the list. I think this is one of the best story campaigns in the history of first-person
I
shooters.
still have yet to play it. I
And
really
you still have
need to.
not played it. I don't know if it goes all the way to the S tier, but I would say it's A tier.
Do you think it's up there? Do you think it's as good as, or at least contends with BioShock and Half-Life 2?
Yes.
Then put it in the S
I mean,
tier.
no. I mean, sorry. I thought you said BioShock Infinite and Crisis is what I think we were going to say. I don't know if it contends with Half-Life 2 and BioShock.
Okay.
And also, I feel like the multiplayer aspect of it wasn't as, although those two don't have multiplayer.
Yeah,
I want to put it S tier. I want to put it on S tier because I want to.
Okay.
And if you don't want me to, fight me. I'm looking at the camera right now.
Yeah.
Take that.
Fight,
okay.
Mike.
Fight me. Yeah. I'll see you in the back lot. I don't know. The
Is
back
that where
lot of our
fights
studio.
happen?
We have our studio. We have a
Right.
whole studio. Codex Studios. It's a compound. It's kind of crazy.
And it has a
here,
back
you know?
lot.
And it has a back lot.
It's
Yeah.
where the
much
fights
like
happen.
Paramount or Universal.
Yes.
It's where
We give
Tyler and I
tours, it's
breakdance fight. All right. Let's jump into Quake, the original Quake.
The original Quake. This is one. Well, I don't know if you have.
We played this together.
We did.
You and I played this together. And I have to say, did I have fun playing it? Yes. Do I see this historical significance to it? Yes. Do I think it's amazing?
No.
I think it could be in the D tier.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is a product. It is a game that is like, thank you for your service. You did a great job. There is nothing wrong with you. Like, this is not a dig at you, but because everything that came after you is better, and they're better because of you, it's got to be D tier. Again,
Yeah.
D tier does not mean a bad game. We are pulling from Metacritic's like top games. These are all good games. Nobody should be thinking that we're saying Quake is a bad game. Quake is great.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's just like, but the gameplay of it is just like kind of a better graphics version of Doom. Like, it doesn't really do much more than the original Doom, right?
Yep. And Quake, by the way, is number 11 on the list with a 94.
Okay.
So
yeah, well, it was really great back in the day when it came out. Like, it was groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Like, if you played this right after Doom, you were like, this is it. This is the future. And it was.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Let's go something a little bit more in the near future. Okay. Let's talk about Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The first Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm going to say that this game was great. It was really fun. I love the mission with Price. But I think the entries we're going to talk about later in Call of Duty are better.
Mm.
And for that reason, I want to put it in the C tier.
Wow. This one is one that I think the multiplayer, I mean, historically speaking,
this is the first multiplayer that was what we think of as modern Call of Duty.
Yeah. It did a lot of things that were novel at the time with the prestige system and the like leveling up and the unlocking of stuff. That is like, you have to do that now. If you put a game out now, you have to put in progression systems that are more or less the same thing as Call of Duty 4. And games didn't really have that before Call of Duty 4.
I forgot about you. Does that bump it up to a B?
I think.
What are you thinking?
I tend to think so, just because of how important that was. Like this, like every match you play has significance outside of just the match that you played. It felt different back in the day. So yeah, I lean towards putting it higher than C tier for sure.
Okay, so we're gonna put it in the B tier. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, we got 3 Halo games here.
Okay.
And I kind of want to just take care of all of them.
Okay.
In the moment. By the way, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is in 12th place with a 94, according to the Metacritic.
Yeah. Okay.
Score.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. I think let's start with just Halo 2 because it's the next one after Combat Evolved. And you and I definitely we talked before the show, and you and I both saw this, and this is an S tier game. Halo 2, right? Without question, an S tier game. And it's S tier because they took the first Halo, just made it better in every single way. I think Halo 2's multiplayer is like known as being one of the best multiplayers of all time. potentially.
Yeah, I think so.
And then on top of that, it gave you the beam sword.
Yeah.
Just the invention of the beam sword, and for that reason, I want to put it in the S tier. Do I think the beam sword should have had ammo like it does in later games? Yeah, obviously, but I think it's cool that they have it in there. So, all right, now moving on to the next Halo game, Halo 3.
Is Halo 3 better than Halo 2? That is the question, and I think a lot of people argue about that.
I think they do too. Now, I played a lot more Halo 3 than Halo 2 as far as online multiplayer goes, because that was like in college. We would all play a lot of multiplayer games.
Mm-hmm.
So I am very familiar with Halo 3.
I think I played more Halo 3 for the same
But
reason.
I think I like the story in Halo 2 more. But
Halo 3 kind of starts the weird stuff where he starts to like get weirdly like attached to Cortana in ways that like made me kind of uncomfortable that I didn't love.
Mm-hmm.
So, but from a multiplayer
do it?
perspective, it definitely
Do we do
improves
it?
on 2 in every way.
Do we make it C for cheap?
Then we have to put all the Halos in there. C for Chief. Uh,
I should say, like, all of these campaigns are also amazing in co-op. Like, all the Halo campaigns in co-op,
so fun.
S tier experiences. But I don't think when you put the whole game together, it's the same, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think it. Maybe A. I think C is too harsh, and a B is. I think it's. Do you actually? I guess this is the question we should be asking: is Halo 3 better than Halo Combat Evolved
Overall,
overall?
I think so. I think so.
You think so?
If somebody
Then I
said,
think.
yeah,
Then I think that would make Halo 3 A tier, just by looking at our stuff here. That's if we're gonna logic
Yeah.
this one out.
yeah, you're
That's
right.
what we're looking at.
You're right. Yeah, I think
All right,
it's not quite as good as Halo 2 just because it didn't quite have the same cultural thing that Halo 2 did, but it is better than the first Halo.
Yeah, and Halo 2, by the way, was number 8 on the list with a 95. And then Halo 3 is number 14 with a 94. So, agreed that Halo 2 is better, although they also think Combat Evolved is the highest ranking reviewed Halo game, which I don't agree with. But let's look at this last Halo game, Reach. Did you play Reach? I love
Yeah, we played it
Reach.
together. We played all the Halos.
We played all the Halos together. I think Reach is really cool. I think it's probably just on par with the Halo 1 though.
Yeah.
As
Do
far as
we
like,
want to organize our B tier here, like in order within the B tier? Like I put it ahead of the original Halo, even though it's
Yeah.
still B tier. It is better than the original Halo.
do we think do you think Half-Life is better than Metroid Prime? That's a tough one, huh?
No, I don't think so. I think our
Okay.
Reach.
I do think that Half-Life is better than Call of Duty 4.
I agree.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So that's good where we're at right there. Okay. So that's all the
Halo
Halo
Reach is so good too. That was the
it's
last
so good. The
Bungie one.
story of Halo Reach is really, really good.
Yeah.
It really hits you in the feels.
Yeah.
A lot like Titanfall 2 does.
It's probably the best campaign of the Halos. I don't know how well the multiplayer holds up, and also I don't think it quite had the same cultural impact that the other Halos did. But it is, I think, the pinnacle of Halo campaigns.
Well, let's go ahead and do another sequel. Let's go ahead and do Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Better than Modern Warfare 1 for sure.
Agreed. I don't think it's S tier, but I think it's better than Modern Warfare 1.
And
it's got the No Russia level. That's pretty famous.
Yeah, it's a famous level. It's got I think it was I think it was
improved on the system.
Yeah, is it the one that brought I don't know if Modern Warfare had matchmaking on PC. I know it did on console because console games had matchmaking for a long time. Modern Warfare 2 I think was the first game, not the first game with matchmaking on PC, obviously. I'm sure.
But the first,
I think it was a game that made it so that like, oh, games now have to have matchmaking or they're like behind. That I think it did that for sure. And that was hugely controversial in the PC gaming space at the time because there was no dedicated server function. You couldn't run your own server. And that's like a big deal to PC players still to this day. Although I think people have sort of relaxed on that. This was the first Call of Duty that I would say veered into games as a service for the Call of Duty game. 4 kinda, but 2, Modern Warfare 2 for sure. Like it became that.
I should also mention that Modern Warfare 2 is number 15 on the list with a 94. And I forgot to say Halo Reach's Metacritic score. And Halo Reach's Metacritic score is. Sorry, I have to find it on the list here. Where are you, Halo Reach? Where'd you go? What? I'm losing my mind. Oh, there it is. It's number 20 actually, or 24. Sorry, number 24 with the 91 is Halo Reach.
Okay.
So we're down to 2 games that I personally love, but I feel like I can't give them both S's.
Mm.
So we're gonna start with, or should I just bring them both up? Let's just bring them both up,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, sure.
Kill the suspense. So we have, and this is the Japanese cover. We have Perfect Dark,
Yep.
2000, and then we have Portal 2.
Oh,
I think
man.
Portal 2 is one of the best stories up there with Titanfall as far as like a game goes. Like like the things you discover playing Portal 2 is really cool. It really opens up the Portal universe, and I really, really like it.
Yeah. Also,
Perfect Dark is all nostalgia for me, though.
yeah, I think Perfect Dark holds up okay. It holds up better than GoldenEye 007 does. It does have this similar, maybe probably worse, performance issues on the original N64. But
They use the expansion pack.
the expansion pack helps. And the 360 remake of Perfect Dark is very good. And there are also PC ports now because it's been decompiled and ported to PC. So you can play with like mouse and keyboard and stuff. I think that game holds up much better than GoldenEye does. So that's
Could we put Perfect Dark 2000 in the A tier?
yeah, I think so. And then I think
I want to put Portal 2 in the S tier.
that
No, is it too high?
I think I agree with you. I'm just trying to. I don't know what's tripping me up about it, but I agree with you. I love the first Portal so much, and I didn't even know that it was like supposed to be a funny game when it came out because it was just part of the orange box, and they didn't really talk about it. And of course, I bought the orange box as soon as it came out, and I was like, oh, cool puzzle game. And then it got funnier and funnier, and so Portal 2 I went into knowing that it was going to be that way, and they amped it up big time. Yeah, I'll go S tier on it.
Okay, I think the orange box might be one of the best game releases.
Yeah,
that's like underrated of all time.
Yeah.
Like as far as those all those games put together.
Yeah,
like, it's such a good
Half-Life 2 Episode 2, Team Fortress 2, Portal 2,
Mm-hmm.
and Counter-Strike.
Beautiful time.
No, that wasn't part of the. Wait,
Was Counter-Strike in it?
no, Counter-Strike was part of the. It came out when Half-Life 2 came out, so it was a couple years.
Yeah,
before.
yeah, that's right. So okay, here's what we have right now. Do we want to make this extra hard on ourselves and force us to move things out of the SAB and have more in C and D?
Oh, do they don't need to be. I mean, I feel like the distribution here is pretty good. We have 5 games in the S tier. We have 6 games in the A tier. 7 in the
A tier.
wait, I'm counting wrong.
6 in B, 2 in C, 2 in
Yeah.
D. Oh, I should also mention real quick. This is what's crazy to me. They put Perfect Dark at number 1. That's a 97 metascore. And then Portal 2 is a number 9 with a 95 metascore.
Okay.
So I don't think Perfect Dark, while a great game, deserves to be number 1.
Well, it is
I
the
think
highest reviewed according to Metacritic, so it is not.
Don't get me wrong, though. I had so many fun hours with it, but I'm just like, as far as first-person shooters go, it's kind of wild to me that it's number 1.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, there's no this list is the Metacritic's list is not an opinion list. It's just like, here are the games that are the most highly rated.
Exactly, and that's why we chose it, because it's got numbers behind it.
Right.
We're just going off numbers here, and we're making our own. So let's just read through them real quick. In the D tier, we got Medal of Honor and Quake.
Again, not bad games. That does not mean they're bad.
Yeah, oops, I just hit my microphone with my hat. Not bad games. But C tier, we have GoldenEye, and then we have that's not Unreal Tournament, is it?
That's Quake
3. Quake 3. And then in B tier, we have Halo Reach, Halo, Metroid Prime, and Metroid Prime Remastered. They're together. We have Half-Life, the original Half-Life, and we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, so Call of Duty 4. In the A tier, we have Unreal Tournament 2004, Crysis, BioShock, Call of Duty, the original Call of Duty, Halo 3, Modern Warfare 2, Perfect Dark 2000. S tier, we have BioShock, Half-Life
2,
Titanfall, Half-Life 2, Titanfall 2, that I put up there on my own because I love it so much, Halo 2, and Portal 2. A lot of 2s.
Yeah, I think it's because they took games that were already great in the A tier and they just made the sequel was just better. And it's like, well, I got to rank it above. The sequel's just better.
That's true. That's true. So that's our tier list. I had fun doing this. It's been a long time since we've done one of these.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
We need more
And
ideas
if you
for
disagree
tier
with
lists.
us, we do. If you got ideas for tier lists, or if you want to question our choices of this tier list, you can do so by emailing us at codexhistorypodcast@gmail.com. Or you can go to our Discord and join that through codexpodcast.net. There's a link there that never changes. And you can tell us why we're wrong, and we'll listen to it. We might even read it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We love that.
Yeah.
Just don't be mean to us. Just be nice about it, right?
Yeah, you be mean too. That's fine.
You can be mean to Tyler. Don't be mean to me. Yeah, Tyler's so tough. You know, he's getting in fights in the backlot all the time.
That's true.
He's not afraid.
Yeah.
Callback City. Okay. With that, Tyler, what have you been playing?
Oh man, it's been a busy couple of weeks for me. I was on a jury and it took a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. But you got to play games on your Thor in the downtime.
Yeah,
right?
a little bit. I played more Brilliant Diamond, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond on my Thor. That's really kind of it because I've just been like catching up on other stuff. I haven't been playing a ton of games, to be honest. Mostly just Pokemon Brilliant Diamond when I have some downtime. It's one of those time periods where the games are not as not as present. I mean, I've been playing some Marathon as well, although I haven't played in a few days. But we've been playing some Marathon together, and that's been pretty fun.
Yeah, I was at a wedding all weekend, so I hadn't played in like 3 days, but I played some Marathon before I left, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to get into something else here. I mean, they put that so I don't think we've ever talked about it on the show, but they made okay, hold on. Peter Molyneux, right?
Mm-hmm.
Made a game where you were essentially the dungeon master. I think it might be called Dungeon Keeper. That's what it's called.
Okay.
And I was going to do an episode on this. I don't think I ever did. I'll have to double check and watch. I did, and I just don't remember. But there was a spiritual successor to it called Legend of Keepers that they put on Steam for free recently. It's like a $20 game, and they did that 100% discount day.
Yeah, cool.
So I picked that up. So I'm hoping to try that out this week. And I like sim games, and I think it's like a funny spin on a sim game is that you're like a guy trying to make this dungeon work to kill adventurers. I think that's a silly premise. So, and I know the game that Peter Molyneux made was also very silly. And I played a little bit of it, and I'm like, yeah, this is just like the goblins like fart and stuff. It's just funny weirdness, you know? So, but I'm going to try that this week, hopefully. And then I don't know what we're doing next week. We got to figure that out.
Yeah.
Figure out good old fashioned history episode next week.
Flying by the seat of our pants here.
We really are. But thank you for joining us for our tier list today. And with that, Tyler, do you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.